Peace and blessings, y'all. In this corner, boxing 24. I know y'all been waiting to hear from me. Peace and blessings. Hope everybody's having a good day. All right. Now, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to kick a man when he's down. Shakur Stevenson, Edwin De Los Santos. I'm going to talk about it. I'm hearing different people weighing in, boxing channels, celebrities, stars, calling it boring, what we're not going to pay for, just being disrespectful to the fighter, Shakur Stevenson. Here's a man in his 21st fight, and he admits himself that it was not his best performance. For whatever reason, he wasn't feeling good or he just couldn't put out. Things happen in boxing, and he said that. So why am I going to kick the man when he's down, when he done gave 20 other good performances, and out of 20 fights, at least a good 17, 18 good performances, all right? I mean, that's more, man. That's way more than a lackluster performance, okay? Here's the thing. When you're looking at boxing, if you just looking at a fight and you just want to try to be so analytical and you say, well, damn, you know, Shakur, what he did or didn't do. What about what De Los Santos wasn't doing, wasn't able to do? See, you look at the good and you look at the negative. You look at the bad, all right? Shakur Stevenson could have threw more combinations. Shakur Stevenson could have utilized the jab more. He could have stepped in more. He could have took a little more chances. Yes, he could have. But what about what he did good? He stopped De Los Santos from hitting him. De Los Santos couldn't cut off the ring, which is what he was supposed to do. De Los Santos is a puncher, boxer, aggressive. If you look at his last fight with Venezuela and the fight before that, the way he comes forward, he's fast. He got some footwork, quick reflexes, strong. He wasn't able to do anything with Shakur Stevenson last night. What about that? So because he couldn't cut off the ring, I'm going to get mad with Shakur Stevenson? Yeah, the stars came out. Floyd Mayweather, different stars, different people, man, supported him. And he didn't have the best performance. It happens. Like Terrence Bud Crawford said, it happens. You get yourself together, you go back to the drawing board, and then you do better on the next one, okay? But I'm looking at the positives. Maybe this is I'm looking at the positives because, again, De Los Santos couldn't dictate the pace. He couldn't cut the ring off and do what he wanted to do like he's done with everybody else, what he said he was going to do. So what was their game plan? What was they looking at? Did they think they were just going to go over there and just throw whatever shot? Obviously, they didn't have a good game plan. Okay, Shakur Stevenson, it is what it is. He did what he did, and there's things that he could have did better. He said it himself. So I'm not going to beat him down because it didn't happen. All right, I'm looking forward to the next fight. I'm not going to stop watching the man and supporting him because he didn't give the best performance last night. Boxing don't go like that. I could take you back to Floyd Mayweather, Jose Luis Castillo 1. A fight that a lot of people thought Floyd Mayweather lost, the first fight. And he didn't look that good. His output wasn't that good. You could say he threw more punches than Shakur Stevenson last night, but he didn't connect a lot, okay? I could take you to a tough fight that he had with Emmanuel Augustus before Castillo. He didn't look that good. I could update you and take you to De La Hoya. That a lot of people thought that was a very close fight that should have went to De La Hoya. I know better, but that wasn't one of Floyd's best performances. His output was not that great in that fight. It wasn't one of his best performances. I could take you to Carlos Baldomir. He fought him after Zab Judah lost to him. That wasn't one of his best performances. Was it? Of course it wasn't. So Floyd had a few performances where that wasn't that good, where his output wasn't that great. But he's still Money Mayweather, right? He's still 50-0, right? It happens. So Shakur Stevenson had a lackluster performance last night. It's not over. It's not done with. I get it. I said he was going to have a dominating performance, and it wasn't dominating. So, hey, you could hold me to that I said it wasn't dominating, but at the end of the day, like Terrence Crawford said, he still got the win. A win is a win. Okay? It wasn't a close fight. It wasn't a controversy as far as, like Lomachenko and Devin Haney, where people say, oh man, Lomachenko won that fight. Even though Devin Haney won it, but it was a controversy because some people said Lomachenko won it, and he said it himself. But there was no controversy here because De Los Santos didn't really land anything. But what about in the second half of the fight, when we got to the 6th, 7th, 8th round, when Shakur Stevenson started putting it together a little bit more, when he started landing the jab, when he landed combination, when he landed the right and slipped and made De Los Santos miss. What about that? See what I'm saying? Because that's what he did. That's the good stuff that he did. So if you're trying to size up Devontae Tank Davis and say, well, oh man, Tank is going to walk him down, he's going to do this. No, it's not that easy because styles make fights. The way he fought De Los Santos, he's not going to fight Tank that way. He's going to fight him different. He's going to fight Devin Haney different. He's going to fight Teofimo Lopez different. Styles make fights, okay? And I could promise you that Shakur Stevenson is not going to come back his next fight lackluster. He's going to show out. He's going to show out, okay? Because he know that he could have did better. And he know that he had the support of Terrence Crawford and Andre Ward and Floyd Mayweather. He knows that, and he's gonna want to race this win last night. Not the best, and a B- fight. You can even say maybe a C+, and he's gonna race that and move on and go on to the next and win. Now, could he give De Los Santos a rematch? I think that's a possibility. I don't see why not. Give him a rematch, beat him convincingly, outpoint him real good, take some chances, throw your combinations, throw your jab, break him down real good, and maybe even hurt him and stop him. And if you don't stop him, at least a very convincing, unanimous decision. I think he should. I don't think that's a bad idea to do that. Right? Because the flip side is also, because of that lackluster performance, that might give somebody else some confidence. Maybe Tank, Devin Haney, because they talking, Ryan Garcia. Now, Ryan Garcia, man, listen, man, you can't talk about nobody, my man. You got stopped by a smaller man. Tank stopped you. He knocked you down and he stopped you. Shakur didn't get stopped. He didn't get hurt. He didn't get put down. So you can't say nothing about him, okay? Because what did you do? You didn't do nothing. You wasn't even in the fight with Tank. So you can't say a damn thing about Shakur Stevenson. All right? Leave it alone. You can't beat the top guys. You can't beat Devin Haney. You can't beat Teofimo Lopez, and you can't beat Tank. And we know you can't beat Shakur Stevenson. You get in the ring with Shakur Stevenson, and let's see if it's different. See, everybody got something to say when somebody has a loss or a bad performance. But when they're winning, nobody don't got nothing to say. Shakur Stevenson was still the most avoided fighter in boxing. He was still turned down by Kambosos, Lomachenko, and Pitbull Cruz. Okay? That's just to name three. All right? So he's still the most avoided fighter in boxing, no matter what performance he had last night. And I know he's going to rebound. He's going to make up for what happened, and he's going to move forward. And I'm going to move forward with him. I support Shakur Stevenson. He's a master boxer. And yes, he's going to put it together in the next fight. Okay, so y'all can hit me up. I know y'all got a lot of comments for me. Y'all trying to troll me and come at me about what I said and what happened, and it was boring and all. It wasn't boring to me, even though I wanted him to do more, but it was not a boring fight to me. Okay, because I know what he was trying to do. He was going to take a few rounds, and he said that before the fight, going to take me a few rounds to figure him out. It took a little bit longer to figure him out. Okay, so what, it wasn't 3-4 rounds. It took a little bit longer, but again, I'm looking at the positives, man. He didn't really get touched. He didn't get hurt, and he was able to land combinations, right hands and jabs at a certain point in the fight, 8th round, 9th round, 10th round. He started landing. He started doing more. His grandfather and trainer did tell him, be more assertive, throw the combination, stop backing up in a straight line. He did tell him that. But Shakur Stevenson, he didn't do everything that he was told to do last night. So, listen, he gets a pass for the other great performances that he's had. and he's going to move forward and do bigger and better things. Okay? Peace and blessings, y'all. In this corner, Boxing 24. Please subscribe to the page. Please leave a comment. Let me know how you feel. I know how some of y'all feel. But anyway, we can engage. It's okay. I'm not perfect. Shakur Stevenson's not perfect. Nobody is perfect. But go back and watch Floyd Mayweather and those lackluster performances that he had. And look at his punch output with De La Hoya and Baldemir and Castillo and Emmanuel Augustus, and see what I'm talking about. Okay? Peace and blessings, y'all. In this corner, Boxing 24.